Hello and welcome to Delorean Bucket List. In this episode of Delorean Bucket List, we're going to discuss the engine management systems of our car. We'll start off with our own car here with the CIS Bosch fuel injection, and then I'm going to introduce you to my new update with EFI, independent fuel and ignition systems. So come along, take a look and see what you think. Like mechanical automatons of the 19th and early 20th century, the fortune teller at a circus would be the most familiar thing that we would recognise. Our DeLoreans communicate with the world mechanically. They use a mechanical system to interpret the conditions that are needed to provide proper fuel mixture delivery to our cars. We start off with the fuel pump producing a mechanical pressure of around 3 bar. That is sent up the fuel line to our fuel accumulator, which settles that pressure down, and then it is delivered to our fuel metering head. Again, all mechanical. We have our warm-up pressure regulator, which controls fuel pressure to our metering head mechanically. We then have a mechanical butterfly throttle arm, which is again mechanically linked to the fuel metering head to provide us with fuel delivery through the fuel RPM range. Volvo back in the early 70s came up with an idea or a wish list to provide their vehicles with Lambda. Lambda is an equation that we use for complete fuel burn on our cars. 13 parts of air to 1 part of fuel. The geniuses at Bosch had to come up with a way of obtaining that ratio, and how they did that was they realized that when fuel was burnt in an engine, it produced a voltage charge by stripping electrons off when the fuel is burned. This means that there's an electrical charge travels through the exhaust stream. It's picked up by a sensor over here we all know of as the O2 sensor, and that then goes to the ECU. The ECU then sends a signal to this little guy here called the frequency valve. And this little frequency valve also travels to a fuel metering head and controls enrichment. A lot of mechanical devices just to run our car. It has done very well over the years, but it does have its limitations because it is communicating to us mechanically, and like the automatron, it has its restrictions. So that is why that I decided to build a car where we could go into the modern era. So with the limitations of the mechanical injection system and management system in our DeLoreans, I decided to experiment with installing a lighter engine and my own EFI system. This is the B28E out of a Volvo 760 GLE. I could have installed the car's original ECU, but I wanted to go that next step and see how doable it was to upgrade it to a modern standalone engine management system, and here it is. Very simple system. If you come in and take a look, we have basically trigger wheel, coolant temperature sensor, air temperature sensor, and just in the back a TPS switch. I also went with closed loop, so you can see down here I've installed a O2 sensor, which gives us good economy in the vehicle. This takes us right up to 2017 with the car. We have full engine management control. We have full engine diagnostics, just like a modern car. We can pull it up on a laptop as we drive, and we will do it in the later couple of episodes. Also, on the next episode, we'll be putting the car on a rolling road and seeing how it performs. But the system I've used is a company out of England called Emerald. I'm very impressed with them. Good support. The product plugged in and worked first time, and I'm very happy with it. So if you're considering doing something like this, I would certainly recommend it. It's not out of this world to do, so think about it. Come and take a look at the installation. I'm quite pleased, and in a moment I'll fire it up for you and let you hear how it sounds with the new headers that I've installed. I thought they'd be quite raspy and loud, but they turned out to be quite civilized, and I'm very pleased with the sound they've produced. So that's the installation in. It's been a couple of months, and thank you for your patience for waiting for it, but it's been worth it in the end. Okay, well, I hope you like that. I'm quite pleased with the results. Some people may like it, some people may not. Again, the reasons why I went for it is because I wanted to take the car up into the modern age. I wanted to see if I could actually do it. I'm quite pleased with the results. The exhaust sounds good to me. It's not over the top, it's not harsh, there's no percussion from it that gives you that achy headache. So it's doable. One other point, I've had to cancel our Media due to serious illness with my co-driver. It brings into forefront the reason why I started this in the beginning is because life is so short, and we do need things to live for. I will be doing certainly a trip in the car, and I'll hopefully be bringing you along, but unfortunately at the moment we've had to put the wraps on the Media, which is devastating. We'll continue building the car, it's almost there. As I said, next episode we will have the car at the rolling road, and you'll get to see the meaning of the word location, location, location. This business is up in the wilds of the mountains of Ireland, and quite interesting, so look forward to that one. Until next time.